Did you know that says Elvid on the back? What is that? Elvis's brother.
Elvid, he had a twin brother.
Elvis did?
Yeah, died in childbirth. His brother didn't. Yeah, his brother died.
Did he eat him?
He has a conjoined twin on his side for harmonies. So he'd be like, a home, mama, home.
Is this a joke?
No.
Or is that real?
No, he did not have a conjoined twin, but he was a twin, and the twin died.
During childbirth?
Yes.
Oh.
Or in childbirth. He wasn't giving birth himself. Elvis also a blonde. Did you know that?
Did they? Why would he dye his hair?
They like that look. And so there's one movie, and I'm not an Elvis freak or fan by any means, but he went blonde for it, and it was his almost natural hair. But he had dyed his hair. Sorry. Colored his hair. You dye Easter eggs. You color hair.
Yeah, your wife's going to be mad about that one.
Very mad about that. Hey, you are listening to episode 19 of Funny in Theory in front of a live studio audience today.
Yeah.
I'm Joshua Will, Director of Entertainment here for the St. Paul Saints.
I'm Sierra, and I have one thing to bring back up about dyeing and coloring your hair. And no, about your wife being a hairstylist. Mm-hmm. Is you always continuously make jokes about how bad your hair is. And then I was listening to one the other day, and I was like, man, I wonder how his wife takes it when he just says that, because I think you were comparing yourself to Albert Einstein, how you both have terrible hair.
Yeah, I've never, and I'm not making jokes about my hair being terrible. My hair is terrible.
Yeah.
And,
it's not. It's
okay.
It changes, to be honest.
It's okay. We did not do a podcast last week because you were out of town and Joey was out of town and everyone was out of town.
You weren't.
Not me. No, I went early.
That's what she said.
So, well, I was going to talk about last week before I realized we were out of town is you guys went down to Florida to some sort of wacky awards ceremony. Tell us about that. And did you get to give an acceptance speech?
Well, first off, we went down for baseball winter meetings, and an award ceremony was part of it. That's not why we went there.
Specifically for this award show, you hung out with some hobnobby people, and then you...
Sure.
Yeah. No, you had this. I saw that. So tell me what the award ceremony was.
Oh, it was just different minor league baseball awards that you could win, like promotional theme night of the year or specialty jersey or community, like best community initiative, best digital initiative or campaign. And that's the one. I am actually really mad that we did not win. I don't even know what did win. Congrats to them. It was really weird because when they were announcing all of the like finalists for everything, I don't think they said what it was for. So it was like, geez.
Here's your nominee.
Charleston River Dogs. And I'm only saying their team name because I remember them because they're our sister team, brother or sister, either one. But it would just say that and it wouldn't say or show you like, this is why they're nominated. So I have no idea what won. But in my opinion, we submitted triple the fun. Mm-hmm. And my theory is that no one just watched them because like, I guess they are like 9 to 10 minutes long each episode. So if you're not really connected with the Saints, it's probably boring for you to watch maybe, but I thought it was so...
But you could still take 30 seconds out and just say, here's that sampling.
Well, it's just so great behind the scenes stuff. And I just think there's, in my opinion, again, I do not know what won. I don't know of a digital campaign that could have been better than that one because I think it was cutting edge, to be honest. So we didn't win that one.
You didn't overturn
we weren't even nominated. No, we weren't even nominated for that one.
Did anyone else like throw any hissy fits or like they didn't win, or was it almost like participation trophies or like everyone got?
Yeah, there was a team that they won the very first award, and I think it was their GM threw it at the end like, hopefully we can win more of these tonight, and everyone was like, oh, okay,
this is serious.
And then they literally won the next one. So I was like, but then they only won 2. So
that short film awards a few weeks ago when they were announcing it, there was one guy who goes, "You're gonna have to get ready to bleep this out, Joey." It's like, and the winner is, and the one guy went, and then they cut away. I was just like, yeah, that's put out the game face. All right. Yeah. And then Joey went to Italy.
Oh, but we didn't even say what we won.
Oh,
sorry.
Wait, you won. Yes,
we won for special event, so nothing on a Saints game day. So nothing Saints
Cat
related.
Video Festival.
Cat Video Festival 1 continues to be a hit.
That sounds good. We are today. We're going to be starting up a new. I don't want to call it a media campaign. I don't want to call it a show, but we're going to try something with a bunch of little kids. And if that takes off, then maybe next year you can go down to Florida specifically for the award show and not anything else dealing with baseball.
That'll be our digital campaign.
Yeah. You have any good food or drink down there?
Oh, yeah. It was my birthday on one of the days, and we had a steakhouse that night. So it was us and the Gold Clings and the River Dogs that were all there. We went to a steakhouse, and it was, to be honest, it actually took forever. Like, it was one of those, you don't want to be in a hurry when you're there. But between the times of like the appetizers and getting your entrees, it was over an hour in between those times. Like,
bread.
It just
bread.
Well, you're trying to save, like, you're like, no, I have like 10 ounces of steak coming.
Yeah.
So I think they did it on purpose because it was also, you couldn't tell how much you were drinking because they'd fill your red wine, they'd fill your glass. You'd take like 2 sips, they'd come by and they'd fill her up. And it's like, at this point, I don't know if I've had 2, 7, 14 glasses of wine, but I know we went through a lot of bottles that night.
Bring it. It's my birthday and I just want an award. Bring it. Bring it.
It was like the theme. I don't know how many times people said happy birthday to me that week. It was like they were doing it on purpose because I know I kind of hate it. I don't know.
Go away.
Yeah. But it was really good. So it was fun. And then another one of the nights we went to, I think it's called Disney Springs. I don't know. So we went off site and we went to, it was like a seafood restaurant, and that was fun getting like clams. Did we get clams?
Was it owned by Disney?
But really good, like jumbo shrimp. Yeah. I don't know. There was like a shopping area, outdoor shopping area, but there was a whole bunch of restaurants and oh shoot, I totally forgot to give it to them. Now that I'm thinking about it, we also had a couple of drinks that night too, and we stopped at an Irish like pub type store after, because Tom really wanted to go in. Tom's super Irish, and I'm kind of Irish. I bought myself a keychain or something that says Bailey, because my last name is Irish. Makes me sound a lot more Irish than I am. I'm actually mostly German, but I tell people I'm more Irish because it's more fun.
Oh, Bailey.
That's why I'd like to drink. I totally forgot. I sent Lee a text. I go, are you Irish at all? Because there was an Adams and he was the one watching Tater. And I was like, I really need to get him something. He continues to tell me that I did more for him being able to watch a dog, because he hasn't had a dog in a few years, than like he did for me. But I was like, I gotta get him something. And like, so I was like, he didn't respond. Got it anyways. And afterwards he's like, no, I'm not Irish. But I totally forgot to give it to him. So Lee, I have a keychain for you.
So to sum up, you got to go on vacation. You guys won an award.
Dude,
someone else gets a present.
Dude, let's not call it vacation, because from about 8:30 in the morning till about 3:30 in the afternoon, you're sitting in meetings and seminars all day long. So there is fun and play, but it's also, we don't go to the beach. We don't sit at the pool. You are inside the entire day. But Tom and I started a walking club in the morning. We're going to get t-shirts for next year.
Tom and Sierra's walking club.
Seriously.
I'm still going back to this Disney seafood place where I'm just imagining like this little Sebastian crab on a plate, or like chopped up Ariel.
Okay, well, it's actually like a boat place.
A boat place?
I think it's called Boathouse, but it was in Disney Springs.
Is that a town? Is that a subset?
I don't know.
Is that okay?
It's like, if you were to think of like an outdoor mall here, but then maybe times it by 3. Like, it seemed to be very big and very busy. Holy cow. The amount of strollers we had to dodge. Oof. Ooh.
Kicking them out of the way.
Yikes.
Okay. So.
Okay.
We here at
And
the
Joey
Saints,
just got back from Italy, not France.
Not
Italy.
France, Italy. She's talking about being on top of a giant church, and I was like, no, that one burnt down. He's like, nope, she had fun. So welcome back, Joey.
Yeah.
And by the way, Triple the Fun was fantastic, and I can't wait to see that continue. You have a favorite font?
Probably. I am one of those that hates Comic Sans.
Oh.
If you use Comic Sans, you're done. You are done.
Did anybody apply for the internship position by going, I'm fun. Look at my font.
Silly.
Which was my
I do like the
pickup line
Saints
in
font.
college. Yeah, it's a good font.
A Foundry Gridnick.
Yeah. Papyrus. I don't like papyrus.
That's the. I actually know what you're talking about. That's silly.
No, I'm a Verdana guy. The reason I asked that is I have a list here, but I
You know what I don't like? Sorry, Arial. Hate it. Arial narrow, fine, but anytime you like try to copy something and you put it in a Word document, it always goes to Arial. I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah. Times New Roman. Yeah, whatever.
That's fine.
Yeah, it is what it is.
My tattoo is typewriter font.
I have a typewriter at
Very
home
matter
that I
of
like,
fact.
but if I use the wrong one, it's called Problem Secretary. Every once in a while, it'll just put one letter up a little high just to make it look different or wacky. It's like, that's not what I'm looking for right now, and it just destroys it. The reason I put that is I put together a list today, but I copied and pasted, and every time I pasted it, it would be a new font, and then I would have to go through, because it was just driving me nuts. If I don't have at least a little symmetry on my paper.
See, and I'm kind of it depends on what I'm typing out. But I wouldn't mind having different fonts if I'm trying to make it like cool and like that's my version of like being a graphic designer, just word art.
No, the thing again with Word, Microsoft Word, is if you make one change, the entire page reformats itself. Or if you and it's just like, just stop. Okay. Let's talk about baseball.
Okay,
we're done with that. Let's move on.
How many innings are in a baseball game?
All of them.
Oh.
Yeah, there's 9 of them.
Yes.
9 of them. Unless it is a
Legion, I think that's 7.
Legion. Or if it's a Saints game 2 summers ago, then there were about 15 innings.
Yeah.
We are having a Usher-Tainer audition.
But still the same amount of time as they were this year.
Yes.
They were very long games this year. Sorry.
They were.
Okay.
They were. And we put a call out over the internets to show us your best Usher-Tainers. And as we were typing up a description for the entertainers, the phrase "dress for the job you want, not the job you have" kept running through my mind. And I thought, well, that's a really good way to...
It's amazing to me that started full-time intern interviews. These kids, ties, suit jackets, over the Zoom calls. We've only done one day so far, but already... And then you do the ones for the full-time positions here, and not a single person is in a tie or a suit jacket. Like the interns know, or like kids in school know that you're supposed to dress up, but where is the disconnect like between adults now thinking you don't have to do that anymore?
Do you think because some of them that are applying for the full-time positions have already been summer interns here, game day interns, so they're like, here, I don't need to dress up? Or I
know that's happened before, but I mean, I'm just going to go ahead and say for the events manager job that we're about to hire and the video job, like people were doing it in like sweatshirts and t-shirts, and in person, one of the candidates for, I'm not going to say which job, came in wearing jeans. And that was your final round interview in jeans. I couldn't believe it. So. Yeah.
I started laughing because I was thinking, what if one of the players on our team, they liked their job, but this isn't the job they want, so they dress for the job they want. So there's
astronaut.
There's an astronaut in center field.
That would be hilarious for a theme night to where each player's like a different, like there's a cowboy at first, an astronaut at third. I don't even
just a construction worker in right
like
field.
An accountant at second base. He just has like a collared button-down hat, like t-shirt.
It also scares me that
slacks.
Can you imagine who? If you want to become an entertainer, it's like, how should I dress for that? I'm like, just be yourself. How are you funny without being overly funny?
Yeah.
Annoyingly funny.
Well.
So I printed up a whole bunch of work cliches, and I want to see if they either resonate with the Saints or just kind of trigger you. or if we have a good story about that. So the first one drives me up the wall. So we'll see if this
Where did that saying come from?
Drives me up the wall?
Yeah.
Just came from me right now.
No, it didn't, because I've heard it before.
Drives me up the wall.
I told you we should do one on stupid sayings and where they came from someday.
Okay. See, this is why we do what we do, because it keeps moving on to the next one. Think outside the box.
Where'd that one come from? Oh, is that
whoever was inside the box? Yeah, that's the saying. When people are like, I like to think outside the box.
Which fast food restaurant had that?
There's Jack in the Box, right?
No, but maybe it was Taco Bell.
Think outside the bun.
Oh, maybe that's what it was.
That was Taco Bell,
All
yes.
Right. What am I supposed to say for this?
Does it spur any conversation, or is it just kind of an eye roll? Or
no, I think it applies to us because we try to be weird and off the cuff, so we try to think outside the box.
Think outside the box. A good thing, not a good thing, but something that Derek said the other day that I really like is we don't know what we don't know. And that has become my new favorite phrase. It's like, where can we go from there?
You have a new favorite phrase? I have one too.
What's yours?
Interviewing for internships.
That's the phrase?
The girl brought up to me, because we explained the job to her. This is really quick. And then she, at the end, was like, yeah, it sounds like something, my role I have now. Our motto is, if you don't know whose job it is, it's your job, or something like that. I was like, ooh,
that's good. Okay.
I like that. Okay. Great. Go on.
My son was telling me a story, and he heard someone say, Ayo, you're hella cute. Can I get your snap? Can you imagine me saying that to someone? Let me try this. Ayo. No, I can't even do it. Could you?
My famous line is when people ask for my Snapchat, and I'm like, I don't really use it that often, but sure, here you go. Like, AK, don't snap me.
I didn't even know it. I was a tweet. Can you text?
Ayo.
Do you call? Ayo. Grab the low hanging. Grab the low hanging fruit.
Why do I feel like these are so dirty?
As I was talking, like one eye just kind of moved.
Okay, we're getting heads out of the gutter right now. Low hanging fruit.
Yes.
I feel like here it's more isn't it a low hanging curveball? Isn't that a saying?
Yeah, low hanging curveball. I get when you're being creative, you don't want to go for the first joke. But sometimes
is that what it is?
That's what it is.
Oh.
Don't go for the easy stuff. Don't shoot fish in a barrel. That's low hanging fruit. Let's go higher than that.
Okay.
Sometimes you don't have time to do that. One of the reasons we were talking about this before, why I really hated doing stand up, was you're only giving 3 minutes, so it has to be joke, 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 joke. You can't really set it up. I'm not not wacky at all, but one-liners, kind of tell stories, and you got to get to the point. And that was not fun for me because it was like, tick, 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 you're off next. It's like, there we go. But the low-hanging fruit.
You hate being timed.
I don't like being timed.
Because I remember you talking about washing your car or putting air in your tires. You hate that it's
more about the pressure of just that.
I know. You just like to go at your own pace.
Low-hanging fruit would be depends, but it kills. The depends joke.
Does it though?
Oh, yes. It's the only time I can ever hear people in center field, but it doesn't matter because that promotion doesn't exist anymore, except in our memory.
Yeah, it does. It might.
It might? Okay.
Well, because that was the big baby race.
It was. But now, no. Oh, yes. I'm thinking about babies going up. It changed.
Yeah, you were thinking the miracle birth race.
Push the envelope.
We say it all the time. I shouldn't say we. Why is it? Sorry, Derek. Every saying that you're saying right now just reminds me of our general manager, Derek.
Not intentional. Let's take this offline.
Not really.
Not really. There are a couple of times I'll look at you like, we'll talk about this after the podcast.
What?
But now I will switch it to, let's take it offline.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what it means. We're not going to.
I don't try to hide anything from our audience.
All four of them?
No, what do we call our oddcasts?
Oddcasts.
We should get those t-shirts made. Or like
Yegative Nards?
Yegative Nards.
Yegative Nards. That if I ever get invited to the St. Paul Saints Fantasy Football League, that will be my team name. Yegative Nards.
Well, now it's yeah.
Let's take this to the next level. That's the next phrase.
I don't know. Sure. Yeah, that's always
isn't that our job?
Yeah.
Put a pin in it. Oh, there we go. That's the reaction.
That's my least favorite, and everyone here knows I cannot stand that because I get told that time and time and time and time and time again in the off season.
Is it the phrase that drives you nuts, or like, can we just get this done?
I would love to get that. We are notorious for being last second on literally everything, no matter how hard we try to let's get ahead of this. Let's not leave it for the last second. Everything, giveaways. theme nights, hiring people. Like, it's literally, let's just put a pin in this one and we'll just like, we'll come back to it. We'll circle back to it later on. And it's just like,
What voice did you just use when you're like, put a pin in it?
I don't know.
Did you have someone in mind? How many pins are there, you think, out there in it right now?
71.
71 pins.
Maybe 72.
Step up to the plate.
No. I don't know. Everyone should.
I don't check it that often. Can I get your, not tweet, can I get your snap? I don't check it. Ayo.
What is it? You're cute?
You're hella cute.
You're hella cute.
You're hella cute. Get granular.
Josh. Ayo.
Ayo.
You're hella cute.
Yeah.
Can I get
your
Instagram handle
LinkedIn,
again? You're
LinkedIn.
at 60 watt?
It's 60 watt / film. Get granular.
What the hell is an underslash?
Underscore? Oh, did I say underslash?
Yeah.
It's a slash that's under the slash. I don't like that. Get granular. I think it means you can break it down.
I don't like that.
No, okay. But put your ducks in a row.
Yeah.
There we go.
I love duckies.
Okay, good.
Okay, good. I feel like you said that, and if you were closer to me, you would have like patted the top of my head.
That's good. Good.
Bye.
I'm gonna point this one at you, and then I'm not gonna say it.
That's what she said.
Okay, right there.
Wait, which one? Pick my door is always open?
Yes.
Why? Why did you not say it?
I don't know.
Oh, what?
Pick your brain.
Doors always open is something that the Saints say all the time. Like a fan can walk in.
That's why I didn't want to bring it up. I'm like, I don't want to make, because I love that. I'm not trying to make fun of it at all.
Oh.
So we were talking before about really applies to this, and this really applies to this. So it's just going to be like,
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
Good.
Fans can come whenever they want to if they have an issue.
except Sundays at 11 a.m.
Compliments. We like compliments. Let's just say you don't always have to come to us if you have an issue. Maybe you're just happy. And you're like, hey, just wanted to say thanks.
What was the dumbest thing a fan has ever complained about?
Fireworks.
They weren't big enough? They were too loud? They happened too often?
I wish I could get, maybe Derek will let me, I think he has it saved somewhere. I think 2015 when we opened the ballpark, there's a voicemail a lady left. Oh my gosh, it is hilarious. One of them, Joey, you're going to have to bleep this out too, but she like in the middle of it, she's complaining about fireworks and her dog, and now that she used to live in Lower Town and it used to be quiet at night, and now
so
we
this
have
is just
fireworks.
a rambling voicemail?
Yes.
Okay.
But there's one line in there that she goes, I don't want to hear your PA announcer through my windows at night. Hilarious. Yeah. So maybe I'll ask Derek if we can listen to it on this podcast. Probably not, but maybe. So that's
We'll add one of those voice
it's
changers.
so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes people just don't like fireworks around here. They're literally around 10 minutes, unless it's a super show. What, 15 minutes? Come on.
It's like when people get really angry at nature. Like, just tired of looking at mountains and trees.
It's supposed to snow again tomorrow.
Fireworks. Small children, puppies, ducks. Screw them all. Pick your brain.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
We use that one.
Burning the candle at both ends. Which would pretty much be April till September.
I don't even know what that one means.
You're burnt out. It's just you're working so hard that the candle is getting tired and what.
As long as it's a good smelling candle, let's go.
I did it. You were talking about jokes the other day, and I had to write one for a show we're doing right now, and it's all really dumb cancellations for winter events. Like the Fire and Ice Festival this year was canceled because of all the fire and ice. And Scrabble competition, we did this the other day.
I like this one.
The Scrabble competition has been scrapped because there's no L.
Yeah. I told that to my niece last night. One of them got it. The other one, I think she kind of got it, but I don't know if she got it. She just smiled and looked at it like it was a dumb joke, and I was like, I don't think you get it.
Yeah, we can't hand out candy canes this year. They're not in mint condition.
Well,
See, that made you red, white, and blue.
well, here's the thing.
And the candle.
Candy canes are not mint anymore. Like, they kind of are, but the good ones, like Starburst or Jolly Rancher. I haven't had a candy cane in like 5 years.
There was chocolate candy canes. The Jolly Rancher ones are awful because within a minute you're like,
See, I don't mind that.
I don't know what my mouth is doing.
That's
no,
definitely what she said.
Going back to candles.
I love when kids say candy cane. The candy cane. Sorry.
My favorite were bumpkins or pumpkins.
I love it when Southern people call themselves bumpkins.
Bumpkins? Southern bumpkins?
Yeah.
Pumpkin. Candles.
What are we talking about now?
I was going to tell you a candle joke, and then I went off on a tangent.
Yeah, and you told other jokes.
Yeah. No, there was going to be a candle celebration, but they all went out. Whoever was setting it up blew it. See, I missed it. But they were scented candles. And see...
I hate you right now.
Earning your chops.
Somehow that air just came all the way to me. It was like it bounced off your microphone. I got a waft.
My triple shot energy, 0 sugar coffee.
Yeah.
Coffee. Earning your chops.
Nah.
Teamwork makes dream work.
I thought it makes the dream work.
How does that make you feel? Teamwork makes dream.
Sometimes I like to say things because they're so like yuck, but it makes it for fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Failure is not an option.
We never say that here.
No.
Because failure
here is actually very funny.
Happens a lot.
Yes. It is what it is. That's a saying. That's someone who gives up.
Well, that's someone who's just like doesn't have a response, so they're like, it is what it is. It reminds me of like Tom Segura has a joke about like
please make it funnier than my last one.
Well, no, it's a stand-up bit, and he's in a movie theater and someone brought a baby, and so there's something going on with the baby, but then he finally complains to the manager, and the manager just goes, "Some people suck." It is what it is. I don't know. That's funny.
Is what it is one of those things like when someone's talking to you and you're trying to get out of the conversation and you're not really listening. You're like, "Oh, really? Wow. It's too bad. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, okay. Well, I gotta. That is what it is. Literally. And right here in bold. Avoid this word. It is overused and rarely used correctly. Anyone with an English degree will be secretly rolling their eyes at you.
That's true.
It is. But the person who's using it, if you're going to be using your English degree to correct my language right now.
Weird. You flipped somebody off.
We're going to have two bleeps and a blur. That's going to be our new podcast title.
That sounds like the female anatomy. What is going on? Did you get injured? Why are you acting like this, honey? Podcast, man.
Podcast.
It was training. Anyways, literally, just reminds me of Parks and Rec. Do you ever watch that show?
I never watched it.
Oh, a character says it all the time. And he said, it's the Rob Lowe character. Literally? That's how.
Literally?
Yeah.
It really drives me nuts when people...
Maybe that's a saying we should say. Drives me nuts.
Drives me nuts.
What about up the wall? Which one?
It drives me nuts up the wall?
I think I'm choking.
When you're trying to talk to someone, they're like, you're not using that correctly. It's like, it doesn't matter. I'm trying to convey information to you right now.
I feel like there's a lot of sayings I don't use correctly, or I use the wrong word, like flush it out or flesh it out. It's flesh. You told me it's flesh.
It is flush it out.
Yeah. I used to think it was flush. We're gonna flush it out.
I'll think of it later. Give 110.
Will you though?
No, not really. For 40-something years, I thought it was for all intensive purposes.
See, we should do one like this too. That's funny. We're so stupid.
One-way streak?
No.
Yeah. That's what I thought it was for a while. One way. And then it's like, oh, that makes more sense.
Because if you're streaking, you're not going to run past the people again. Just going to go one way.
You guys all good? Do we need to do this again? All right. Let's hammer it out. That's our next one.
It's been said, I guess.
Okay. Give 110%?
Yeah.
All right, good. Heavy lifting.
I feel like 110% that's funny you bring this up, is so like the norm of people saying that now, that when anyone says give 100%, you're like, why the hell are you slacking? Like, we did an interview last Friday, and the girl, I think it was a girl, and she goes, I'll give 100%. And I was just like, the happened to... Sorry.
Three bleeps in a blur.
And this isn't even the...
Can you tell we haven't talked in a week?
21. Dang. Okay.
Why didn't you get hired? I told him I'd give 100% and it wasn't enough. Well, you can't give any more than that. Well, I should have.
Dig deeper.
And for the next person who gives 111%, no, you're trying too hard.
You're trying too hard.
110%, that's the limit.
Man.
Throw them under the bus.
Yeah.
I like that one. Synergy.
No. What?
Yeah, just...
Maybe it was just the way you said it.
I'm not going to take any of these personally.
Maybe it was just the way you said it.
I could go, synergy. No, see, it doesn't work. Anyway.
Okay.
It just sounds like a really band, like a band name as a cover band of like
Synergy?
Great White. Synergy.
Synergistic.
Back to square one.
Yeah, we see it probably.
There's no I in team.
But there's an M and an E.
There's an M and the E. Elephant in the room.
Yeah.
A lot of those elephants.
Love those.
Raise the bar.
This one always reminds me of you. Because then you can't reach it.
Touch base.
Yeah.
Let's touch base.
Yeah. Where'd it come from, though?
I don't know.
Touch base? Like, think about these. Where would that come from?
Be home base, so we're all coming back to the same...
But why are you going to touch it? Well, for what reason?
It's lonely? I don't know.
Hey, did it ask for you to touch it?
It's consensual base touching. Which is
we need
my
to talk to the
self-help
base.
This is a safe space.
The base has its own story.
Play hardball.
Dude, we should do a promo of like, in the eyes of the base. Think of the massive feet in the cleats that are just like all over it.
Whatever you're doing up there, just a little to the left, please. Yeah. Oh, good God.
What now?
Play hardball. Okay. Don't reinvent the wheel.
Yeah, all the time.
Keep me in the loop.
Yeah.
All right. Team player.
Sure.
Yeah. As we read through these, was it just like, I was just like, it starts to get almost, I don't want to say annoying, but like it just gets my blood going like, all right, these, we got these. We're good. You know?
Yeah.
It's just,
some are silly.
Yeah. So that was this week's topic.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's all I got. We talked about your favorite font. If you were to give an
what was your favorite? You didn't say your favorite
Verdana.
font. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And I like them. I like them both, skinny and bold. It has a good italic
the title
to
of
it.
your autobiography.
Skinny and bold. Except for that one year that I worked phones and I gained 15 pounds because of all the McDonald's that I ate at lunch. But apart from that, it was good.
You gained 15 pounds not working at McDonald's?
I was working answering phones at that toy company I was telling you about. So it was basically an 8 to 5 job, and I would leave at lunch just not to be around there. And it was basically Subway and remember the healthy alternative to lunch.
Yeah.
And McDonald's. And that was, after 6 months of that, it's just like.
I feel like your Dairy Queen time would have been a little, but you were high school, right?
I was 18. I was burning that stuff off
metabolism
immediately. The other thing
skyrocket.
I didn't ever have to finish anything. If I made it and I was done, I'd just throw it away and make another one an hour later. And I'm still the same way. I can't get a large Blizzard or a large anything because I'm just not into that.
That's much. A lot anyways.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Plus, my delicate lactose-free stomach can only handle so much.
You're lactose intolerant?
Oh, yes.
I feel like That's one that people
It's a fake disease.
know that people don't know what it's supposed to be. I swear I just saw this over the weekend. I think I follow, it's called Insta Single or something like that on Instagram. They just make fun of people. Anyways, but I think there's a text chain and like the guy was like, what did he call it? Something about, lack toes and told her aunt. Like, that's what he seriously thought it was. Like,
not lactose intolerant, lactose, and told your aunt. Yeah. That's not me. Mine started when I had a milk drinking contest. Remember, you could go to or you can still go to the
gallon challenge.
Yeah, so it was pretty much like that. And then I was walking back to.
Yuck, I hate milk.
And I doubled over with cramps. Like, oh, this was not a good idea. And the thing is, you never want to vomit milk.
Ew.
Yeah, I mean.
Did you?
No, because when milk curdles, and it's just the idea of that coming up. And
why would it curdle in your stomach?
Because it hits that acid, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then it gets all warm, and then then you get milk in the nose. And so I was on the ground making sure I didn't throw up.
At the state fair?
No. I was like,
I just picture you in the middle of everyone walking around you. You're just in the middle of the street.
Just go around me. Go. And from that moment on, it's like I can have a little milk in cereal. I can have a little milk in my coffee. But if I was to have like a big plate of Alfredo,
ew.
Oh, stay away from me.
The people that drink milk while they eat pizza, you are disgusting. Ugh.
Here's something you don't need to know, nor do you want to know. I, over the years, started to build up a tolerance to my lactose intolerance. So I was doing just fine. And then I had a colonoscopy where I had to, you have to fast for 2 days and then you have to clear your system and blah, blah, blah. Totally reset my system.
Really?
Yeah. So I was like, hey, I'm doing good. Nope. I unplugged, hit reset, and I went back to lactose.
You had that early in life, kind of, didn't you? Aren't colonoscopies for like...
There's a history of it in my family.
I got
so
you.
Just being safe.
Being safe.
I realize how much I share with people on the show that it's none of their damn business. I'm actually a fun guy when I'm not pooping.
That's a dad joke.
A fun guy. Oh yeah, what is
mushroom?
Yes.
Something about the mushroom. He's a fun guy.
Fun guy?
I don't know. We should do short stories of your bidet.
Why do you like to? Why is it fun to hang out with mushrooms? They're fun guys. Something like that.
I mean, you could say that one. We can make up any joke that we want.
You're silently judging me with your like. That's not how it goes.
No, I don't. That didn't sound correctly.
Really
Let's circle back to that one.
Okay. I'm going to put a pin in it.
Yeah, that one I'm fine putting a pin in.
You have been listening to 3 Bleeps and a Blur, a St. Paul Saints.
The remix to 2 Bleeps and a Blur.
If you liked what you heard today, and why wouldn't you?
Look up some of these things and tell us where they came from and why.
Hit subscribe, hit share, give us a comment.
Or just tap it. I mean, you don't have to hit it. It's the holidays.
Just tap
Positive energy.
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
We don't need to hit anything.
Anything big coming up this week for you?
We're going to talk to some youths.
Some youths?
Some youthies. I'm excited to talk to some kids today.
That'll be a lot of fun. You will see that this is the Minnesota Goodbye. I wrapped it up and we kept talking.
Oh, you asked me what I was looking forward to this week.
I've been to Minnesota.
Sincerely just answer your question.
She is Sierra Bailey.
Thanks.
I'm Joshua Wolf.
Hey, Josh, one more thing.
Yes,
just kidding. Just kidding. Bye.
It's not strange. Both things are rearranged. No one to blame. It's all for the fun of the game.